everyone. Yes, it is that time. It is I. And yes, today on the chopping block is the Immortals, brought to you by Tarsum Singh, the guy who brought us The Cell, a visually whacked but almost entertaining film. Now, this time around, we've got King Hyperion, played by Mickey Rourke. And King Hyperion's pissed off at the gods. He's pissed off because they haven't been answering his prayers. He's so pissed off that he's on a mission to find the magical bow that will release the lock on the cage that's holding the Titans, the only creatures that could kill other gods. Okay, so that is his mission, and along the way he comes across a village that has Theseus, played by Henry Cavill, in it. Well, Theseus and his mother are kind of outcasts in their own little village. He has a very strong devotion to his mother, and so he's learned how to defend himself and his mother from the villagers as well as anything else that comes along, because that's what he believes in. And he's trained by the old man, John Hurt. Well, events take place. They end up crossing paths with King Hyperion. Some nasty things happen, and Theseus goes on a revenge trip looking for the king to go kick his ass. Okay, and well, as you imagine, the events play out. You've seen it in the trailer. He ends up becoming kind of this leader, and meanwhile, King Hyperion, he continues his mission to fight the gods. Does he find out? Well, you'll have to see the movie. But is the movie worth your time and effort? Well, if you believe some of the reviews out there, and even some of my friends, they would say, no, this is a waste piece of junk. Well, I think that's unfair, okay? I think this movie, one, was a lot better than Conan, okay? Let's put it that way. First off, visually, okay, where Conan did have some sweeping shots in that, this one throughout, the 3D was phenomenal. It was like a living Viewmaster. Each scene's kind of framed and set up like it could be a picture, and the 3D digital image on it was fantastic, and you didn't have a lot of things going, look, we're 3D, we're 3D. You didn't have that. Yeah, you have some of those shtick shots, but not a whole lot, okay? They handled it very well. It made it pop out from the screen. You had some depth, and it was really well used. One of the best uses of 3D, I think, in the fantasy films that have come out in the last couple years since 3D puked itself on the market. Now, as far as the characters, well, Henry Cavill's Theseus, you pull for him. They write a solid enough character to where you feel for him and you want him to complete his mission. You got Mickey Rourke's King Hyperion. It's Mickey Rourke. He's playing a badass guy who's got some kind of unusual armor, but still, you like his parts and you want to hate him because he's the villain, okay? Stephen Dorff's character, Stavros, he's the sidekick guy, he's kind of the buddy guy. He does have a little more innuendos going on, because he's a little less straight-laced than our Theseus character. He's kind of made to play that kind of buddy guy, so whether or not he was needed in there, not really, but he did bring some entertaining moments and helped support Theseus's character. Then you've got Frida Pinto in there, the gorgeous Frida Pinto, playing the Virgin Oracle, because she's a virgin. She's got these visions of the future and such, and boy, had I wish I'd known that sooner about being a virgin. Anyway, then you've got Luke Evans, who played Zeus. Now, the gods and the Immortals, it sounds weird, but I almost didn't want them in there. Why? Because they seem to show up just at times when they wrote Theseus to be a not so badass. This guy kicks some major ass in parts when he's by himself, but then they get to points where they want to work the gods into it, and then suddenly Theseus kind of wimps out a little, or gets surprised when, they've kind of established him being this badass fighter. So that took a little bit away from it for me. What I did love also was the action sequences in this film. I loved the slow-mo gore. Now, that might not be for everybody. Some people might think it's for cheesy. I think it's great. It's better than, oh, look, fight, fight, fight. You can't see what's going on. Well, now you can see it on in living, beautiful 3D color with slow motion, heads exploding and such. I rather enjoyed that and found it entertaining as well. The only problem really with the script was that it was rolling along and then it kind of started falling apart, and they had this concept and things were going okay, and then we got to rush it at the very end. So it felt kind of rushed at the very end. Also, they did have some parts in there that basically made you, really? This is the way you need to go about it? Immortals is not a horrible movie in my opinion. It's not a fantastic movie either, but it is entertaining, and it's definitely worth the price of a matinee. I had to give it 3 stubs. Better than Conan. Not quite up there with Clash of Titans, only because of the whole way they handled the gods thing, where the gods thing played a lot more, and you felt they had a lot more solid role in Clash of the Titans. In Immortals, you could have written them really kind of out of it and still had a good chunk of story in there with the characters and the humans at hand. So 3 stubs from the movie, man. I know I may get some flack from my friends, but worth the price of admission. And I hope you feel the same way too. You see it, and if not, let me know. Comments, bottom of the credits. Leave a comment on the channel. Hey, let me know if I'm full of crap. I don't know. Just leave a comment because I love to hear from you folks out there. And that about do it from us here at the Final Cut. Till next time, keep that ticket stub.